Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to another rant in PJ pants or PJ shorts, which I would show you. They're super cute and have bats on them, but my legs are really gross. So in today's video, I was just going to bitch about a few things that I didn't feel like I could fit and make like an entire video out of. Some things a few people DM'd me and asked me my thoughts on, which is TanaCon. So I'm going to talk about that first, and Pacifica Beauty, and my own tea. So I didn't make a video on TanaCon because I didn't really feel like it was necessary. So many people made videos and they were done so well. There wasn't really anything that like I could add, but there were a few people that were like, hey, you know, what do you think about it? So I think the same thing as pretty much everybody else does. I'm not a Tana fan. I'm actually doing a slay and shade on her next week, so I won't go too much into that. But I feel bad for all those people that paid that much money and traveled to see this girl that I don't understand her popularity. I kind of don't get it, but I feel bad for everybody, you know, obviously that got burnt, like standing outside waiting for her. I think both her and Michael Weist are like the perfect combination of like two disastrous people that don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. I know that the plan for it was to have like a walkthrough and to have people leave and have people go back in. That's fucking stupid. So I agree with everybody else. I think that Shane was way too easy on Tana. I left his video series like with more questions than answers. And so, I mean, I don't know if people are going to get their refunds, if they're already coming in. You know, we're all sort of keeping an eye out for that. But I do consider it a scam because people paid money for a service that you knew, she knew, he knew was not going to happen. And they kept like selling tickets, you know, knowing the capacity. They both knew. So I do think it's a scam. I feel so bad for all of those people. And I just feel like Tana is sort of a piece of shit. But I'll get into her and all that kind of stuff in a slay and shade next week. My next topic is Pacifica Beauty. Nobody asked me to talk about this, but this is like my own rant. I'm kind of fucking sick of Pacifica Beauty. I had never tried any of their makeup. Their brand was recommended to me by my dermatologist about being like vegan and cruelty-free and like natural, all that kind of crap. So I went to Target and I purchased the Pacifica Coconut Water. It's a micellar like cleansing, toning water. It is pretty much empty. I think there's a little tiny bit there. I absolutely loved this. I loved it. It was, oh, it made my skin feel like so great. It was so hydrating and cooling and refreshing, and it cleansed well. It didn't really like get rid of makeup all that well, but I wanted something to use like in the morning or evening when I wasn't going to actually like wash my face. So I absolutely love this. So then I went ahead and I had, you know, when you go on Amazon and sometimes there's like that coupon like deal. Well, they were selling a pack of 2 of the Pacifica Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream. This moisturizer here. So I got the 2-pack. I'm already out of this one. I absolutely love it. It's great. There's not a heavy scent to it. It makes your skin feel like tighter, but not uncomfortable, and very nourishing. And I love it. So I ran out of the micellar water. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Target and pick up another one. And I did, which is this one right here, which is still pretty much full. When I went to pick it up, I grabbed that and a couple of other things, because you know how Target is. The longer you stay inside of a Target, the more money you're going to buy, the more unnecessary things, you're going to accumulate. So I go up to the checkout and I'm like, you know what? There was a palette there, and I think it was called like the Beachy Punk palette. And I was like, you know, maybe I'll give their makeup a shot. You know, I don't have any palettes, you know, from Pacifica. And I like so far the two things of skincare that I've used. So I was like, all right. So I go back to the display and I see like a new foundation they came out with. And there are 4 shades. 4 fucking shades. So I'm like, wait a minute. And I pull out my phone and I go to their website and they have 2 shades of BB cream and 4 shades of foundation. And people are talking shit on like Tarte and other big brands. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about Pacifica and this lousy ass shade range. Even if you're really pale to the deepest dark, like you're going to have a very hard time finding a shade. And that pissed me the fuck off. So I was like, God damn it. Well, I'm not going to not use this, you know, and I figured if I didn't want to use it, my sister probably would. So I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait a minute, like this brand has been around since what, like 97, 98, you know? So I sent them an email. They never responded to me. I just said, hi, you know, out of curiosity, why do you have such a small range, shade range of makeup, you know? Never got back to me. So I tweeted at them, and you can find it on my Twitter. I was like, hey, like, I'm just curious, why do you only have like 4 shades of foundation and 2 shades of BB cream? And whoever it was that responded said, oh, you know, we're working on expanding our shade range, blah, blah, blah. When I mentioned this on Facebook, my friend Jen sent me a DM and was like, look at this. And it was a screenshot of an email that she sent to Pacifica like 2 years ago asking why they don't make a more inclusive, you know, shade range. And they said the same thing to her. Now, it is 2018. They've been a brand since like 97, 98. So anybody that I know of that's ever contacted them about this issue, they get the same bullshit thing, like, oh, we're working on expanding our range. How long is it going to take you is what I want to know, because it's ridiculous. And I know, like, people argue, like, there are some people that feel like people of color don't have a reason to complain about not having more inclusivity in makeup, because they'll say that white women make up most of the sales of makeup, but that's because we have more options. They'll say it's harder to manufacture and it's more expensive to make darker shades. I did a video on the Tarte Shape Tape foundation range. I also in the description included a link of an article that, and there are many others, that, you know that this is bullshit. Like, people would actually go to like labs and have these formulas created and have darker foundations made. It is not more expensive. It isn't harder. So what is the fucking holdup from like 97, 98 until now? I don't get it. When I look at their website, I feel like they are only catering to like blonde, beachy, like kind of women, you know, and that's it. And I don't know. They're on my shit list. So, I mean, I love the skincare that I've tried so far, but fuck them. The next thing I wanted to talk about was my own family tea. So I got into an altercation with my brother over the weekend, which resulted in me drinking 12 beers on one of those days, and has just been like, shit's just been going like downhill. Like, I'm contemplating leaving my job. My husband and I didn't have a chance to film this weekend. Like, my brother essentially cheating on his wife, was cheating on her with this total psycho stalker lady. Things are just a mess, and I'm sort of like caught in the middle. And it's always been sort of my family's thing to put all obligation like on me. So I have my mother like saying, oh, talk to him. You know, you guys used to be so close. He'll talk to you. He doesn't. He's a narcissist. I'm not just saying that. His psychiatrist did. But as he said, she's wrong. So there's just been a lot of stuff going on. That's why I haven't been uploading as much. And I feel so bad because I have all these like great things that I want to do, and then shit'll happen and I like get sidetracked, and I'm not proud of myself for that. So I do have the eyebrow video where my husband is going to wax my eyebrows. We are definitely doing that this week. I don't know when I'll have it up because he wants to like fuck around with like some editing and stuff, and that'll be really cool because I've been trying to learn some things. So we'll kind of like work on it together. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose an eyebrow, maybe both of them. I don't know. He was thinking maybe we could do one brow on each other. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'm not sure yet. But it's just family stuff that's been like getting in my way of like filming, and I want to just take a breath and just focus on me and what I like to do. And, you know, I might end up like just going on to like care.com and doing my own like stuff like in-home care. I'm not sure yet. But that's part of that, family kind of tea. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on was, the Shane Dawson and Jake Paul maybe collabing together thing, which I would be like totally down for if Shane had been as brutal to Tana as he should have been. I think that Jake Paul is like the epitome of a douchebag, of an entitled just asshole like kid, you know, just ruining people's shit and fucking with people and calling them pussies and girls and fucking pushing women, and it's the things that he said about his ex. Like, he's just despicable to me, you know. Part of me is like, okay, well, there may be more to his story than we know. And I like that Shane sort of wants to like showcase maybe that side of him, but it's just humanizing him more, I think. It takes away from all the horrible shit that he's done. And he always says, like, Jake Paul will be like, oh, but why did those things happen? Or why did that happen? Like, why do you fucking ruin a house? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand what his justification would be. So although I think it'll be interesting, I don't know. I wouldn't be upset about like Shane giving him like clout, because everybody knows who Jake Paul is. And I don't think that Shane is going to get him that many more subscribers. But I just feel like Shane was so soft on Tana and that Michael like douchebag that I don't know if I trust him to really give us like the raw shit, you know. I feel like he's going to try to paint him in this, oh, you know, you should feel bad for him because a teacher told him he wouldn't amount to anything or something, you know. So some kind of justification for how douchey he is. And, well, it's probably his dad, you know. But anyway, so I don't know. I would probably watch it, but I'm not, like, excited about it. Like, I kind of get it. If he does it well and he's completely honest, you know, I think that maybe it could be kind of interesting. But he definitely fucked up that whole Tana thing for me. Like, at the end of each, video, I was like, oh my god. Like, at first I was all like, holy shit, this Michael dude is crazy. Then I was like, wait, is it Tana? And then I'm like, oh, it's both. But wait, we still didn't really get to the bottom of anything, you know. And that Michael Weiss character, there was a girl that released a video talking about a situation that happened between her and him. And all of a sudden, the video went away. She was crying. I mean, it was, like, hard to watch. That's how emotional it was. Like, I don't think that she was just putting it out there to get attention. It seemed pretty real to me. It's hard to tell nowadays, but it really did seem like she was very, very upset. And out of nowhere, the video is gone, and she tweets that it was just a misunderstanding, and so does Michael Weiss, like, at the same time, you know? So he must have some type of manipulation, power, intimidation type shit. I hope I never see that motherfucker again in anything, you know? And he's, like, the same kind of character. Like, all these young, like, YouTubers or people that are in social media or events and stuff, and they're young, and they have a little bit of money, they just all act like we're all peasants, you know what I mean? And he is just such a piece of shit. I just, ugh. But anyway, if Shane is not going to be, you know, if he's not going to be too soft on Jake Paul, it could be kind of interesting. I always feel like I want to, like, look for the good in people, but the Paul brothers are just so disgusting. Like, they make my skin crawl, and I'm just like, ugh, like, just don't do it. And also, before I go, my friend Greg aka Meatball. We have been friends for, oh my goodness, like 23 years now. I really want to introduce you guys to him in a video. He is amazing. We have been friends forever. We're going to be seeing a band at the end of the summer together, a band that we saw like 21 years ago together, and we were going to kind of film it and put together like maybe a cool video, more for us, but maybe you guys will enjoy it. It's kind of cool to be friends for that long and see a band that we saw so many years ago. I mean, I think I was like 14. So, and I think that Greg should start his own channel. So I just thought maybe we could like do a couple little collabs on here so you guys could get to know him, because I feel like he's doing this world a disservice not having his own channel. Him and I, like, he can cut up like nobody's business. I mean, talk about throwing fucking shade. He is amazing. So maybe we'll do like a video or two together, and then you guys, maybe he'll start his own channel. I hope so. And I apologize to like Kimberly, April, Spectator, you girls. I'm trying to catch up with text messages and just everything that's been going on. But I'm gonna start uploading more regularly. I promise. I'm gonna just, you know, it's not my fault. It's not my obligation. I can't feel like the weight of everybody else's bullshit is on my shoulders. And I also can't compromise my sobriety, and that's what's been happening. It's been making me not be able to like sleep. And the drinking, you know, it just makes me forget about it for a little bit. 12 beers, 12 in one day, over the span of 12 hours. So a beer an hour. I mean, it's disgusting. And I felt like complete shit, obviously. I'm not like 21 years old anymore. I'm 35. Like, my back hurts when I wake up from sleeping, you know, like that's how old I am. So I gotta focus on myself, and I want to focus on the channel and you guys. And I want to talk about more YouTubers. I know that a lot of these YouTubers have more subscribers than I do, and you guys probably already know them. But one in particular that I've been enjoying a lot lately is Brow You Doing. She's so adorable. She's so funny. She puts a lot of time and effort into her videos. She's absolutely great. I'm going to link her channel down below. And I'll probably link a video from Beauty with Ashley, because she did a couple videos on TanaCon and they were the best. I pretty much have the same opinion on the situation as she does, and I just love her so much. So I'll link that as well. And I will see you guys either tomorrow or Thursday for the Thomas Halbert Slay and Shade. So thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and follow me on Twitter if you want. Love and hugs. Bye.